Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's good, Slackers? It's your boy A-Dub
And it's
here
your
with
girl, Myra May.
What's good, what's good. We're back for week 8 NFL picks on this Halloween weekend leading into some festivities.
Yes.
So um, real quick before we get into it, I did want to let you guys know Strizzy's running a little bit late, but life happens and things of that nature. But we're gonna keep it moving with our picks, and then when he jumps in, we'll kind of fill in his other picks. So, but also though, we'll give it a second for some people to kind of join in and gather in. And if you're new to the show, while you come in, we do appreciate you guys commenting, participating. Please consider liking, subscribing. We go live 2 times a week. We go Tuesday nights. It's our big show. And then we do our weekly NFL picks as well right now during the NFL season. So, Myra, anything you want to say to our Slackers?
Welcome. Feel free to join our YouTube channel, like, subscribe. We're also live on Facebook. Interact with us. We love to hear y'all interact with us. Give us your comments. Give us your picks. Just join the show. Have fun. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, for sure. And man, the only thing that was crazy about today is that heat wave. Like the cold broke here. Did it get hot for you guys or no?
No, we're still in the 60s.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, it was like really cold these last couple of days, but right now it's like 83. It got the sun kind of came out today, so at least here in Phoenix they kind of tricked us, but you know how it goes.
No, it's still in the 60s here. This morning it was 40 degrees. So
oh dang.
Yeah, 40 degrees, 60 throughout the day. So it's been nice. It's been super nice.
That's what's up.
My one loves the cold. So he's like, I'm going to go outside and jump on the trampoline. And I'm like, bro, put a shirt on.
See, yeah, we're the opposite. Like anytime it gets cold, like out here, we usually bundle up. We break out our hoodies real quick. We gotta make it happen because we only have a little bit of time to wear our jackets.
That's Texas for you.
Yeah.
Boots with the fur, hoodie. Don't let it touch under the 50s because we got like scarves and beanies. Like we're a whole mess. Same thing.
Oh man. Oh, check this out. My good friend Joan, she's known me since I was born. She's been friends with my mom since they're little. She said, yeah, her mom is making her picks now. Awesome. Make sure she gets them in before the deadline. And if you are in our Yahoo, make sure you guys do get your picks in before Thursday Night Football tonight.
Can they still join our Yahoo Pick'em League now?
Yeah, you can still join. That's what's one cool thing. You can join with the link in our bio and our Instagram, and then I'll also put on our YouTube picks. And then you can just make your picks 1 week at a time. You can still win 1 week, even if you just catching up. So we do a prize for each week, and then we're gonna do one prize for the end of the year. Whoever wins the whole year. So we'll see what's up. And then shout out to Angel Perez too. I didn't know, so he's down in Texas.
Hey, Angel, that's what's up.
80 degrees.
So I am in McAllen, so we are close by each other.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
See, it's a small world out there. That's what's up.
Small world. Welcome.
But yeah, and actually, speaking of prizes too, our boy Anthony Weston, he got his prize for a couple weeks ago. He got the Lakers championship shirt, so he got that today. Big shout out to him for taking a picture of that too.
Shout out to Anthony, but we're coming for you. We can't
exactly. Yeah, he's won 2 weeks already. My other boy Anthony has won 2 weeks already. So yeah, that's we gotta correct that. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this intro, and that way we can get the show officially popping. We'll be right back.
Rolling.
All right.
Always so much fun to watch that intro. Like
yes, absolutely. One of
Something
my
about
favorite parts of the show for sure.
yeah, for sure. As the clips are running by, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that. Like when we did the interview with Buster, like I had just had
Yeah,
surgery, so I'm like laying in bed.
that's right. That's right. That's one you had to lean
So
over for.
cool.
But yeah, we did a lot, and we're definitely gonna get back into some more interviews. Probably like after now that NBA is over and MLB is over, we're gonna have a little bit more time on the Tuesday show. So we'll probably be bringing some special guests in again.
Super
Shout out
dope.
to Trevor too that came last weekend. That was nice. Or
Yes.
last week, yeah.
On
Got us
Tuesday.
caught up on baseball. Yeah.
Tuesday.
Seems like it's so long ago, so much has happened.
No.
And then Angel, yeah, he said, "Where's my nephew? Must be running late." I do want to remind everybody that Strizzy's running a little bit late. You know what I'm saying? Work calls, live calls. You know what I'm saying? We still got these 9 to 5s until we can switch over and make this a little bigger someday. But so duty calls on that. But he'll be with us as soon as he can, probably pretty soon. So um, and then also our boy Mad Marcus. He's not gonna be here today, but definitely shout out to Mad Marcus, the super producer. He's always behind the scenes supporting us and helping us do what we do. So we love you very much, brother. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can share my screen properly so we can get right to it. And we got, let me see if it works. Yes. We got the week 8 NFL picks. It's spooky. And welcome, Anthony Wesson. We were just telling how you got your shirt, man. We're so glad it got to you safely. So enjoyed that for sure.
What's up, Anthony? All right, so tell us what's going on in the pictures because you always put like a story behind this.
Well, I tried to put a little bit of story, but not too much story this time other than it's Halloween. So we got down here, we got some NFL players that had dressed up in years past. We got this little kid, of course, he went viral at one point for his Patrick Mahomes get up down there. And then the Kansas City Chiefs did do that on Monday night. I can't remember exactly when it was, but it was a Monday Night Football that happened to be Halloween where they all pulled out and put the masks on to celebrate. I think it was a defensive touchdown or an interception. So
That's
yeah, so and then we got the Cleveland Browns guy. This guy wears the pumpkin head like a lot, actually, not just for Halloween, I don't think, but that dude's like a famous fan. And then this Saints guy over here, he always shows up as the Joker. So yeah, I figured we'd put that for instead of the normal, since it's Halloween, we put little costumes out there.
spice it up.
And Angel, we appreciate the love, absolutely. Just trying to get better every time. So, all right. Let's go ahead and dive into Thursday night, tonight's football game. So we got, oh no, that's wrong. Hold up. There we go. Thursday night football. All right, so we got the Atlanta Falcons at the Carolina Panthers, Strizzy squad. This should be a pretty interesting game tonight. I will be watching myself. Also welcome in Carmen San Diego. What's good?
Hi.
So who do you got for this one, Myra? Do you want to talk about this game first?
No, I'm gonna let you go first. You're in the top square.
Okay.
Go
I definitely think the Panthers are going to get this done. I don't know why. I think the Falcons they kind of rallied around their coach Raheem Morris, the interim coach for that one game, but I just feel like their defense just continues to let teams into the game. So I'm going Panthers with this one at home. What about you?
I'm actually going to agree with you on this one. I'm going to go with the Panthers. Both of them are sitting way below 500. The Panthers are at 3-4. Atlanta is sitting at 1-6. Atlanta did kind of rally around the team after they fired head coach, but it still hasn't seemed to be enough. They're going to have to feed Todd Gurley as well as they're going to have to feed Todd Gurley and not worry so much about Julio Jones right now. So with that said, I'm just going to go with Carolina on this one. Carolina, for sure.
You. Yeah.
That one is not sitting pretty.
Right, it isn't. Anthony Weston says tough when he went Carolina. Angel says Atlanta. And then also Carmen San Diego with the news McCaffrey might be back. He did practice earlier this week. I don't know if they're going to risk it, but that's why I did have him on there in his warm-up still. He's not in his uniform yet, but we might see him tonight. So we'll see. And then also shout out to Grace checking in, loving the Halloween theme.
Hey.
You can see her little Chucky on there. She is definitely ready for Halloween herself. So that's what's up. All right. So that's our Thursday night. And again, like I said, we will run back through these when Strizzy comes along, make sure we get his picks too. But so now moving into Sunday. So first game up, we have Sunday morning, the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. Myrick, what do you got?
Um, this one is kind of tough for me, but I'm actually going to go with the Patriots on this one. I kind of feel like Bill Belichick and Cam Newton definitely have to bounce back. They did look terrible against the 49ers. Nobody wants to bounce back more than Bill Belichick, especially with all the news surrounding that since Brady has been gone, they've never lost 2 games back to back or whatever the case may be. So
Right.
with that, I'm going to say I'm gonna pick the Patriots, even though I have Josh Allen on my fantasy football team, and I want him to continue to connect with Stephon Diggs to give me points. I really think the Patriots are going to come back with a comeback win on this one.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking along those same lines. I don't know if I'm putting too much faith in the coaching staff or too much in Bill Belichick, but for some reason I just don't see them losing this game. They've kind of owned the division, and Buffalo, rightfully so, has been on the rise and kind of like ready to take it. And
Right.
this seems like that prime time where they would take it. All arrows are pointing to that, and so that's why I'm kind of going with the upset here and going with New England. Um, Carmen San Diego says Pats Nation, but everybody else is leaning Buffalo, which I can definitely understand. We got Angel,
This is a big
brother Eric checking in, and Anthony Weston. Pats are falling apart. Edelman is out, already depleted offense. Yes, that's right. Edelman was out. I think they announced that today he had surgery. He's going to be completely out. So I don't know why, though. I just feel like it's still going to be the Patriots. I might be being stubborn, but we'll see. But we got Josh Allen up there doing his dance. That was one of my favorite dances I ever saw him do. So hopefully he'll be doing that dance on Sunday again. Next up, we got Tennessee Titans at the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going with the Titans here. I think that, they had that tough game last week, but they're still a really solid team. We can see that in Cincinnati. Although they have offensive weapons, they're not ready for this matchup. So
I'm going to 100% agree with you on this one. I'm definitely going to go with Tennessee. Derrick Henry has been eating. There's been quite a bit of noise of him running through defenses right now. Cincinnati's defense, well, both of these teams' defenses are pretty terrible, but regardless, I don't think Joe Burrow has enough to come out against Tennessee, especially with the injuries that they're being plagued with right now. So with that said, I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans.
all right, yep. We got Tennessee coming in, Tennessee, Titans. It's a sweep in the comments. Next up, we have the Las Vegas Raiders at the Cleveland Browns. You want to go with this one?
Did I just say OBJ for the Bengals? What is wrong with me today? No, I said
You mean AJ?
Bengals.
Yeah, AJ Green. Yeah.
AJ Green. Sorry. What did I say? Sometimes I'll be off on these. Anyways, moving on. Las Vegas at Cleveland.
Yeah.
Definitely going to go with Las Vegas. Cleveland as well is suffering from injuries. OBJ is definitely out. So with that said, both of the defense as well, like the previous game, both of the defenses have been struggling. However, I think Las Vegas will be a little bit more effective than Cleveland. So I'm going to pick Las Vegas Raiders in this one.
Got you. I'm also going with Las Vegas on the road. Cleveland is a good team and they do have talent. OBJ, that injury is going to hurt them, but it might help take some pressure off Baker, like we kind of talked about as far as him not having to. He can, not worry about that. I don't know if that was that much of a factor, but either way, I like Vegas. I think that it's time for them to get another win, kind of like how we saw against against the Chiefs. So I think they're going to come out and handle this. Let's see, but we got one for the Browns. We'll see what's got brother Eric Vegas, Angel Perez Vegas, Raiders. Mom says Vegas, and OBJ. Very sad to see him go down again. Definitely,
Absolutely.
but we have Carmen San Diego for the Browns, so that is going to be a pretty interesting game, though, for sure. Next up, we've got the Indianapolis Colts at the Detroit Lions. This is another one that's kind of a toss-up for me, but I am going to go with Detroit. They're at home. I love Matthew Stafford. I love DeAndre Swift. I love the Georgia boys. And Detroit's defense, although it's not what it's supposed to be, it's keeping them in games enough. And that last minute drive last week with no timeouts was dope. So I think they ride that high. I'm going with Detroit.
I'm actually going to agree with you on this one. It's kind of so hard this year to be like home field advantage because in 2020, like that really doesn't matter.
It's not the same, yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not the same without the fans in the stands. But I'm going to agree with you. I think Matthew Stafford and company are going to make things happen. They're 4-2 right now. I don't think their record really reflects on how well put together this team is. I do like exactly what Anthony's saying. I do like their momentum. We still have not seen a big Matthew Stafford game yet, but I'm expecting it to happen. The fact that they have that momentum, if home field advantage means anything right now, I'm definitely going to call Detroit on this one.
Got you. Yeah, I like it too. But everybody else in the chat besides Anthony Weston is leaning towards the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh,
So it should be a good game, though.
make y'all's picks in our Yahoo Pick'em.
Right. I like this. I like there's a lot of variance.
Yeah, this will definitely be the game changer between the little green check or the red X. You get that point or not.
I've been seeing too many red X's, that's for sure. So. All right. Next up, we got Minnesota with their high-flying rookie going to Green Bay in a divisional matchup. Go ahead and take this one first.
I'm definitely going to roll with the Packers on this one. There's been quite a lot of noise on what Minnesota is going to do, especially because they're now sitting at 1-5 with trading players out, with moving pieces to actual contenders in their division. With that said, it's not a matchup. Minnesota's sitting at 1-5. Green Bay is sitting at 5-1. I'm definitely going to roll with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers on this one.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I think that the Packers offense should score some points and light it up. And Minnesota's defense is it's just weird. It is going to be interesting to see what happens with them. They do seem like a better team than their record says, but we know how that goes. We're looking at Greenhouse, Cheeseheads, Green Bay. Yeah, it looks like a clean sweep for them on this game. Next up, we have the New York Jets at the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't think there's much to talk about. I expect this to be a clean sweep as well. I'm going Chiefs. Yeah, Chiefs. Yeah. Exactly. Chiefs on this one.
One thing I think is going to be really exciting for this game is Le'Veon Bell. I think he's going to go ham in the second half. If anybody picked up Le'Veon Bell off of waiver wires, plug him in this week. You'll definitely score some points. This is definitely the week on fantasy football to plug in Le'Veon Bell. So, yeah, definitely nothing much to talk about. The Jets are sitting still at a goose egg. Do you think they go 0-16?
I don't know, because honestly, that's almost as hard as it is to do as going 16-0. Like, they're professionals, and the Jets, for as bad as they are, they do fight, they do compete in games. At times, they seem more competitive than the Cowboys. So, we'll see. But yeah, everybody else is reining in Chiefs. Chiefs by 24. Chiefs. But I hope they don't mess around. Spoken like a true fan, Anthony Weston. That's his squad. Always got to keep that skepticism in there. You never want to get your hopes up too high. So
never underestimate your opponent. That 0-7 coming in, and people start to speculate. So 100% agree with you, Anthony.
All right. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Rams at the Miami Dolphins. It's definitely Tua time. Myra, who you got?
Man, this is such a toss-up one for me as well, but I'm actually going to go with my gut on this one. I'm actually going to pick the Rams. The reason I say the Rams is just because I didn't like how the whole switch happened with Tua and Fitzpatrick. It just kind of doesn't sit well with me yet. I want to see how he performs in a full game. We got two rookies going up against each other, so that's going to be exciting to see. But with that said, I'm going to roll with the Rams on this one. I kind of feel like they have more, they're more in sync than getting Tua now back into the rhythm with those first teamers. I think it should be an exciting game just because I want to see what Tua is going to do. But I'm going to roll with the Rams on this one.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Rams are a really good team. They're in a really tough division, and they have a really tough defensive line. So it's going to be an interesting first matchup for Tua. But I am excited to see him play. But I definitely have the Rams in this one. Everything in the chat is pointing to Rams. My mom says Rams. That's her squad. not to necessarily date her or anything like that, but she's been a Rams fan since they were in LA the first time. You know what I'm saying? She's OG. She's a rider for sure. So, but Angel Perez says Miami by 3, so that would be very exciting. He's the only one going with Miami, but I would kind of like to see that happen. That would be kind of crazy.
That would be interesting to happen.
All right, moving into the last of the morning games. This morning slate is pretty packed here, but we got the last of the morning games: Pittsburgh Steelers at the Baltimore Ravens. This one is a really tough game. You know what I'm saying? This is a really tough game because they're divisional opponents, so you can kind of throw the record out, but also both of their records are really good. Pittsburgh's going to have to lose at some point, but Baltimore's offense hasn't been doing enough, and Pittsburgh's defense is nasty. So I'm going with the Steelers in this one in a close game.
Wow, that's super interesting to hear you say that. Yes, Pittsburgh is sitting at 6-0. They're still undefeated, the only undefeated team left in the NFL right now, where the Baltimore Ravens are sitting at 5-1. There has been so much talk about Lamar Jackson and how people think he has regressed and so on and so forth. Like you said, records in this game do not matter because it is a divisional game. I actually am going to call the Baltimore Ravens in this one. I actually think the Ravens will give Pittsburgh their first L. I think we're going to see a big game from Lamar Jackson in that offense. And a lot of people, yes, credit to Pittsburgh Steelers defense, but they're not giving credit to Baltimore Ravens defense. So with that said, I'm excited to see what's happening. I think the fact that they got my boy 88.
Dez Bryant.
Yes, the fact that they got Dez Bryant, even though he's still practice squad, I think his practice this week kind of lights a fire under other receivers to let them know their job's on the line. So I do think there's going to be a big game for the
That's deep cut right there.
Big game for the receiving core for the Baltimore Ravens. So I'm going to call the Ravens on this one.
Got you. No, I like it. I think it is going to be a very close game. The chat split. We got Ravens by 1. I went with Ravens, tough to decide. Undefeated ends this weekend. Yep. And then we got a couple coming in, Steelers as well. Mom says Steelers. So that's going to be a tough one. But we do got Big Ben up there in his beanie. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be cold probably. So that'll be a fun, classic, division rivalry. So moving into the afternoon games, we got the Los Angeles Chargers, Keenan Allen leading them in the Powder Blues, to Denver at Mile High Stadium. What do you think about this game?
I think this game is – so on record, you would think they're pretty much an even matchup, right? They're both sitting at 2-4 right now. But when you look at the devil in the details, the Los Angeles
Chargers.
Why am I'm like stuck today. The Los Angeles Chargers definitely are a better team, and they're much healthier. Denver has suffered a ton of injuries this season. I'm excited to see Herbert and what he's doing. So with that said, I'm going to call the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chargers as well. I agree with your points. I think the only thing the Broncos, though, it's like they beat the Patriots like pretty bad. Like, so that's very surprising. So I can see if they summon that performance again, they can get them. But I kind of like what the Chargers are doing. Angel Press is not sure. They both suck. Oh, we got Broncos. We got Denver coming in. We got another. I went with Denver. And then we got the Ravens. Oh, Brother Eric was on the last one, but that's his squad. So he couldn't miss that one for sure. That's
for sure.
Okay. All right, that's what's up. But yeah, that's another one that's kind of split. There's a lot of these games where, kind of the collective vote is kind of split. So I like it.
I'm excited too because
I need to gain ground.
Yes. Y'all go pick them. Go pick your teams right now.
Right, exactly. Lock those in.
There's a difference of like 3 games. I think the winners that had 3 to 4 games. So we need some room. We got some room to make up.
Oh man. Okay. Next we have the New Orleans Saints at the Chicago Bears. This is one for me. I kind of went with an upset here. I actually went with the Bears, even though the Saints, I don't know, for some reason I can't get past this bias that they don't play well like outside and stuff, especially with Drew Brees' arm not being maybe what it used to be. So I'm going with Chicago here because they kind of got embarrassed on Monday night. I think they want to correct that. So I'm going with the Bears.
We're split on this one again with two people. It's hilarious that we're just going back and forth on these two. For me, I'm gonna pick the Saints, and the reason I'm picking the Saints, so the Saints are sitting at 4-2, and Chicago's sitting at 5-2. However, I'm still not convinced with the whole Nick Foles move. It just doesn't sit well with me. I'm not having it whatsoever. With that said, you cannot deny Drew Brees. Even though his arm is what it is, he's probably over the hill. You can't deny him. Dude has the in between the ears, makes smart decisions. The one thing that I think is the edge and the factor in this game is Alvin Kamara. He definitely has been finding his groove. I really think he makes a difference in this game. I call this a big difference in the game, like 24-6.
Dang, okay.
7. Big difference in this game. So I'm going to roll with the Saints on this one.
Got you. The Saints in a beatdown. We got 3 votes for the Saints in here. Saints. And then we got a couple for the Bears as well. So
pretty split.
This is definitely some good matchups, as Anthony Weston's saying there. Next, we have the San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks. You got their offensive crew right there celebrating. But, man, San Francisco, they're no longer the, 23.5ers. They got their full squad sort of back, but they're still missing wide receivers, but they're finding a way to win. Man, this is such a tough game for me to call. I don't know which way to go. I'm going to let you go first on this one.
4-3. So the 49ers are sitting at 4-3 right now. They keep finding ways to win. And like you said, they have a ton of people back. And then we have Russell Wilson and Boyce sitting at 5-1. With this said, I'm going to roll with Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf. After taking the L, they're such a great team. I really think this week has been a time of reflection for them, getting into film, looking at things that they can do better. I think they come back with a vengeance on this one. They're not going to let the 49ers kill them in their house if home field advantage matters this year. But I'm going to call Russell Wilson and company on this one.
Got you. Man, this is such a tough one for me, but everybody in the comments is Seattle, Seahawks, Hawks, Seattle on the route.
Mama says the Seahawks, A-Dub.
Mama says the Seahawks, but you know what? I'm looking at my Yahoo, and I clicked on San Francisco. I think I'm going to have to go for an upset on this one, specifically because they find ways to run the ball in multiple different ways out of the same sets, and Seattle's defense just can't stop that. They did make a move, I think, for a pass rusher this week. I don't know how quickly he'll get ingrained, but I don't know. I would normally never go against Seattle, especially 2 times in a row like that. But I think San Francisco is going to control the ball and they're going to win in an ugly game. So we'll see. I'm going out on a limb. It's pretty steep up here. Okay. Next up, we have.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
If you win this game, if you call this game correct, we have to talk about it.
Yeah. We'll have to come back to that one for sure.
We have to come back to this one.
I'll let you bring it up. I won't bring it up.
It really is awesome. Trust and believe. If the Seahawks win, I'm be like, I told you.
Everybody else will too, but man, I don't know. We'll see. But okay, cool. So next up, Sunday Night Football, we have Dallas Cowboys, the America's team, at the Philadelphia Eagles. I did see a meme that said that this was actually changed to Cartoon Network instead of NFL Network. But I am surprised that this game didn't get flexed out because there's so many good afternoon games matchups. But I guess it's just still a big enough draw, and people like to see Dallas get embarrassed on the big stage. If you see number 7, we got here in the middle, that's Ben DiNucci. He's going to be starting for the Cowboys. If you're not familiar with him, don't worry because a lot of Cowboys fans aren't either. So, yeah, Ben DiNucci. That's the man right there.
Spell his last name for us. Just kidding.
No, it's like Gucci with an N. So, but yeah, this is gonna be a rough one, but I have to go with the Eagles on this. Facts over feelings.
Oh, it pains my heart to pick the Eagles. It pains my heart. Just to have the words Philadelphia Eagles beating the Cowboys. Devastating. There's no point spread
big enough
for me to pick the Cowboys.
Right.
Oh my gosh, Lord Jesus. Skip. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's just keep it rolling.
Chat's coming in. Eagles. Mom's got Eagles. Fly Eagles flying. Eric says, "Get over your feelings." But Angel Perez says, "I hate to say this, Dallas." So he's liking Dallas, and maybe it'll be like a like a Philly miracle or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Eric, if you were picking Dallas, like go put some money on them because that's.
Oh no, that was Angel.
I'm sorry, Angel. If you're picking Dallas, go put some money on it because that spread is wild. So if you win, you're gonna win.
He said no point spread because they both really stink. Oh man. But I will say, it is a divisional game. And like we've seen in the past, these things just, they have a way of going in different ways and unexpected ways. So we'll see. I'll be there. I'll be rooting for my boys.
I'm still gonna watch.
Win, lose, or draw. Yeah.
It's gonna hurt my heart and I'm gonna be sad Sunday night, but still gonna watch.
Right. All right. To wrap up Sunday too, we have the Cardinals, the Washington football team, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the H-Town Texans all on their bye weeks this week. And we'll move into the last game. Yeah, bye. Get your fantasy updated.
Yes.
So then we'll move into Monday Night Football with the Tampa Bay if you like, Buccaneers at the New York Giants, the G-Men. Who do you got for this one?
I'm definitely calling the Buccaneers on this one. The fact that they added Antonio Brown is like beyond exciting to me. SLACers, if you don't know, I hit Antonio Brown on a DM and he answered me. So
that was a funny episode too when we talked about that.
I'm excited that he's back. I just think he's a great athlete. The things off the field is off the field. He can keep that to himself. I think he's a great athlete. Hopefully. I think he's a great athlete. The same thing as Des Bryant. Like, why is that man still at home and doesn't have a job? So I'm excited to see what the receiving core does now. They are stacked on that offense. So I don't think New York Giants has anything to contend with that offense. So I'm definitely going to go with Tom Brady and the boys.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going with the Bucs as well. This is just one of those games where I don't really see the Giants having much of a chance. But, hey, Anthony Weston says Tampa. Why would this be a Monday night matchup? And it is weird, but it's like, sometimes at the beginning of the year or way back in the offseason, it looks, all right. But, this one, didn't stand the test of time. Everybody else in the chat's got Tampa Bay. They'll be firing off the cannons back home while they get that victory done. So, all right, that's what's up. Oh, but Brother Eric says the G-Men are Brady killers, don't forget. And we do, the Giants did basically upset him in the two biggest games. He would have, what would he have, 8 rings instead? He's 6-2?
Eric,
this is crazy. Yeah, probably not this time, yeah.
Probably not this time.
Oh, man. Okay. All right, then. I'm going to shut this down for just a second. But, yeah, I did like that point, though. But, okay, I'm going to set this down for just a second. And I did want to call out, we still got the special guest. He held over since it's Halloween. But
Halloween.
Right now today, though, he's got the football out. He's trying to show Ezekiel Elliott how to hold onto the ball. He's held on to it successfully this whole show. He ain't fumbling, so – you know what I'm saying? He got it tucked. So
what happened to Ezekiel Elliott with them little eating commercials? Like, bro, we need you to pull that Ezekiel Elliott out. We need help.
I know, for real.
What's our quarterback's name?
Ben DiNucci.
Got it. Where's college ball at?
I don't know. We should look that up because I can't remember. I want to say like Illinois or something like that, but I think I'm confusing that with Tony Romo. He might have been like Purdue or something, but Brother Eric's he wants to propose a side bet.
Oh.
So I think I'd be open to listening if you want to throw that in there. And I'm going to find out about Ben DiNucci real quick too, yeah.
Who is Ben DiNucci? Apparently a lot of people are Googling him because that's the first thing
that pops up so quick. For half a second, I was delusional enough to think he was going to lead us to victory last week. You know what I'm saying? I was like, maybe he'll come in. No.
Maybe.
Oh, man.
I mean, it
But
doesn't
yeah,
look any worse than us talking about the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl this year. Like,
I know it's so bad, but they did make some moves. They did basically get rid of all their veterans. They cut Don Terry Poe, they cut Daryl Worley. Finally, thankfully, they traded Everson Griffin. So they're basically just going to go with the youngsters and just let it fly from there. Um, but Ben DiNucci is from he's from Atlanta, Georgia. He went to James Madison University, big school. I'm sure you heard of that. But he originally went to Pitt and then transferred to James Madison.
okay. And this is who we have to put our football dreams in the hands of.
Yeah, but at least the good thing is the season's over already, and he'll get his little experience if he can or if he will. I'm trying to check on Strizzy real quick. He said he just needs like a minute, so we'll see. Slackers, when we get Strizzy on, what we'll do is we'll just go back through the games rapid fire with him, just so he can at least put it out there, put it on wax real quick.
What has been your favorite cowboy meme so far? Because these memes are
Okay,
out of control.
my favorite one might be the Jerry Jones. I'm going in. They
Yeah.
have one where Jerry Jones is like suited up, like he's taking the field. Um, that might be my favorite one, but I actually have an idea for one that I need like Strizzy's help making it because I'm
Definitely.
yeah.
I think my favorite one so far was like, if you're in the Dallas area, suit up for practice at 7.
You're in Dallas area and you own a jersey. Come back, yeah, come to practice at this time. Yeah, that one was pretty
One
good.
of my friends reposted that, and he's like, I'm flying back to Dallas, y'all. Like, I need to get it in. I gotta come back to me.
For real. Oh my gosh. Oh man, it's so bad, but
So who would you take? Would you take, what's his name? Ben DiNucci or Uncle Rico?
no, he ain't gonna come and save us. I'll go with Ben DiNucci. But I do hope one thing I do hope they do, and I was telling my dad this. I don't know if this is just way too off the wall or not, but um, I think they should do some wildcat with Tony Pollard, like actually in the position of the quarterback, and then hand Ezekiel Elliott or keep it,
The
just to
hell?
be a little different. And we can get like three, uh, you know, three, four, 3-4 yards of carry, do something. But I don't know. Brother Eric says tell Strizzy to get off that TikTok. But while Strizzy's not here, actually, I do want to take a minute to brag on him. He has been doing so good with his
Yeah,
TikTok, you
it
guys.
really has.
So, and we appreciate a lot of slackers have come over from his TikTok, and we appreciate a lot of our slackers have gone over and checked out his TikTok both ways. But he's got like 9,600 followers. He's almost to 10K. So
Super dope.
he'll be making that push, but he's doing really great. And he's always coming up with his little videos. And that's why I definitely want to find out if he can help me with this little idea I have. And we do have a Say Like a Champ TikTok too. So
Hey.
Carmen San Diego too, that's on the show today. She checked in. She has a TikTok too that she goes live on her TikTok and does her weekly picks. So she does on there and she joins us. So definitely you can check her out on TikTok as well.
Yeah, let's have her on here too.
Angel says, when are y'all coming to Texas? I think we're going to have to make this happen. I mean,
Hey,
we definitely talked about it. I
let's
honestly wish I could have went to the World Series because I didn't go to a baseball game all year this year.
talk about the World Series.
Oh yeah, that was really dope. Okay, so I'm low key Dodgers. They're one of my people. So that was really big for me. Honestly, Tuesday, yeah, after the show, my dad and I watched the game, and it was very enjoyable. And definitely, I was so happy to see them break that streak.
Okay.
And it was very interesting the Turner incident where he basically tested positive, but they didn't find out until like the 6th or 7th inning.
Yeah.
And I remember when my dad and I were watching, we were like, why did he take Turner out? We were like already like bashing on Roberts because Roberts makes a lot of silly moves, but that was very interesting. And my dad even mentioned, he's like, I wonder if it has to do with COVID. And I'm like, nah, because they would have known already. And then it came out like however long after. He was like, dang, so he definitely called it. But
like he came out after the game too, like to celebrate and stuff. Like,
yeah, we'll have to talk about that more on Tuesday. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. But
I mean,
yeah,
I get it. Like that's never an experience that you may never have that experience again. That may be a once in a lifetime experience, but
right.
still, like you kind of put
Well, and it's like I don't want to seem insensitive though, but like for me personally, as soon as the game's over, the World Series is over, test positive. Like I was just concerned about them missing games. So it's like after it's all said and done, I don't know if this is irresponsible or not, but it's like I don't really care as much anymore. But anyways, we'll talk more about that on Tuesday for sure. But right now we got the grand entrance. We got our boy Strizzy. Live in the flesh. What's good, dog? What to do?
West Coast is the best coast. Feel me? What up, y'all?
Oh man.
Coming in with the Panthers.
Oh y'all.
See you.
Y'all.
Ready to go.
I know.
And definitely got the beanie ready, even though the beanie weather is not. I mean, we were talking about it kind of tricked us. It got hot again today.
I know. I got a little warm today. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know me. I'm always wearing hats, beanies, stuff like that. Like, it don't even matter.
Yeah.
Us in Texas, like, oh yeah, let me take off my winter clothes, and then like you walk out the house in like winter clothes, and by lunchtime you're like, what the hell? I look like an idiot.
Right. As soon as that sun really be hitting, you're like, oh, this is a bad idea. But all right. So Strizzy, how you feeling though?
I'm good, dog. Feeling really good. Sorry, man. I had an impromptu meeting at work that just popped up. Literally, like, I was trying to get it done at like 2:00, like 2:15ish, but they couldn't fit me until 3, and I did not think it was going to take that long, honestly.
Hey, you're good, man. You know we gotta pay these bills. We gotta pay these bills, man.
Man, no, that's right.
So, oh man, but Carmen says she's in her Panthers gear too, so that's what's up. Twinsies.
Let's get it. I know we talked earlier. Actually, she said she was in them shirts.
And hopefully the Panthers don't disappoint. But yeah, let's get right into it though. Hold on, let me pull up that real quick. And get you.
You know what we need to do too, A-Dub? We need to go back and find our World Series predictions. Remember we did that.
Strizzy and you both had Dodgers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had Dodgers Yankees.
Yeah.
So I was wrong on that one for sure because the Yankees didn't do
I know.
anything.
Well, I had Dodgers Yankees too, but I had Dodgers winning it.
Yeah. But we'll have to pull that out for sure.
Yeah, let's go back into the archives.
Yes. I want to do that, and I want to start putting some more little snippets on our YouTube. We have our 2 shows a week, but also just put some like smaller snippets of stuff like that, flashbacks, things like that. So but all right, let's get into it. Tonight is the night to get right. We got the Falcons at the Carolina Panthers. Strizzy.
I'm taking the Panthers. We beat them up last time without Christian McCaffrey, and even though
no shirt game,
saying, hey, what up though? We're without McCaffrey again tonight. He has officially been rolled out, but I still think we get this win, and we're at home this time. I think last time we were at Atlanta and we ended up winning. So,
all right, that's what's up. Yeah, so we got him in his practice jersey, but I wasn't sure if he was going to play or not. But that does suck. But he'll be back. He'll be back soon enough.
He'll be back. He'll be back next week for sure. This week was like a possibility, but they were still thinking most likely not. So, yeah.
Makes sense. All right. I'm going to hit you with these kind of rapid fire, but obviously anybody you want to talk about extra or whatever.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's not
you got the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills.
I'm going Buffalo.
Tennessee Titans at the Cincinnati Bengals.
Man, you know I'm going Titans.
Vegas Raiders at the Cleveland Browns.
I'm actually on the Browns on this one, man. I think they're going to be better without Odell.
Got you. Okay. The Indianapolis Colts at the Detroit Lions.
Man, this one was a tough one for me. I ended up going Colts, man, but Detroit can get them.
That was a toss-up too, yeah. All right, we got Minnesota Vikings at Green Bay Packers.
Man, give me Green Bay.
Jets at Kansas City. We'll skip this one.
Skip.
Los Angeles Rams.
Did the same thing, Strizzy. We're like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Los Angeles Rams at Miami Dolphins.
Oh man, I think this is gonna be nasty. I think this is gonna be a really, really ugly game. This is not the game I think that Tua should be starting his first NFL start. That Rams defense and Donald they're just too nasty. But I'm going the Rams on this one.
Yeah, for sure. All right, last of the morning games, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Baltimore Ravens in the division clash.
Man, no, dude, real talk though. I was actually thinking that this game needs to be swapped. I don't know if we need to see Dallas and Philly at 6. I feel like this should be the primetime game because this game is huge. This is a toss-up for me too. Pittsburgh's look good, but the competition hasn't been too big either. You know what I mean?
By the way, Anthony Weston said during the show.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel it. They should flex this one too. But this is Pittsburgh's first real test to me. But I do think Baltimore takes it. Not really sure why. I do think Baltimore does get this win, but this could go either way. The 9 out of 10 times a year, it's between Pittsburgh and Ravens for the division. And I honestly think if Pittsburgh wins this game, I think we see them in the Super Bowl this year. This will be kind of like my Pittsburgh is legit if they beat the Ravens like that. So and it's the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Hey, we'll see though. If they get this win, man, it's official, man. They're back. So
Right.
We'll see though. But I am taking Baltimore. But we'll see.
It is kind of crazy though. Pittsburgh was actually my Super Bowl pick since we're talking about flashbacks. I didn't know it would look like this.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to sneak in and just kind of go on and run, but we'll see. I don't know. Shouldn't have said that.
Two big time defenses going back at it, man. I think they're both of them are top 3. So it's it's going to be a good game, I think.
That's exactly what I said. People ain't giving the Baltimore Ravens defense enough credit. Everybody's focusing in on Pittsburgh, but they're not giving Baltimore Ravens defense enough credit.
Defense scores about as many points as their offense does.
Shoot. I know lately, huh? All right, let's keep it moving. Let's do the Los Angeles Chargers at the Denver Broncos.
Man, I'm going Chargers. Herbert looks too good, and Denver's still struggling a little bit.
New Orleans Saints at Chicago Bears.
I'm going with the Saints. Foles isn't playing, Brady.
Gotcha. You don't worry about the weather? You don't worry about the outdoor weather?
Not really, because they're going to run the ball, I think, a little bit more and just kind of dump the short passes to Kamara or any of the other receivers because it's still hurting. But I think New Orleans is still able to get it done.
It's so funny how Myra and I are just nodding, because we're hearing the same. We're like, all right, that's what's up. She's all agreeing silently. All right, next we have San Francisco 49ers at Seattle Seahawks.
I think Seattle bounces back. They had a lot of miscues. They should have put the Cardinals away last week, and I think they know that, and they don't want to be in the same predicament with the 49ers as they were with the Cardinals. These games mean too much, especially in that division. So I'm going Seattle.
Gotcha.
Hold on, before you go to the next one, Strizzy, for $20, who is the Dallas Cowboys starting quarterback?
For $20? I haven't even looked up. It's
he's right here.
Canucci or something like that?
Yeah, you got him.
Yeah. It's the rookie, right?
Yeah, so I put him on there, and when we came around, I was like, don't worry if you don't know who this is, because nobody else does either.
Yeah.
Number 7, baby.
I forget. I don't know if I pronounced his name right, but it's Canucci or something like that.
Danucci,
that's what it is. All right.
Yeah, you got it.
C and D, they're close enough to each other in the alphabet.
Oh, for sure. You're right there.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So, yeah, we got America's team at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Man. Philly. I said it last week. If Dallas don't beat the Washington team, I was like, I'll never pick them again for the rest of the year. I can't do it.
Wow.
And the rest of the schedule looks ugly, too.
I know. I saw.
Strizzy, we picked Dallas.
No.
Actually,
your uncle picked Dallas. Let me see if I can go find that again.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
The one time
upset.
The one time you picked Dallas, the time they watch, he's probably gonna be right too. Watch, it'll be the time that they don't, and they're gonna actually win this game. But
he was on Dallas.
Yeah, who knows, man? Maybe we'll get something from the rookie that we didn't see. It's not like the Philadelphia defense is anything right home about. So
I hope.
Who knows, man? Like I said, this team on paper still should be a team that's playing the way that they're not playing. If that makes any sense at all, but not crazy. But yeah, man, I'm going Philly on this one. They're at Philly. It's a primetime game. The rookie, their third string. You know what I'm saying? Like the third string quarterback's coming in.
And their whole offensive line is at least second string.
Right. No, real talk. So I don't know. It's gonna be some growing pains for the kid. But who knows, man? That's kind of how we got Dak. You know what I mean? Like he came in as a rookie when Romo was hurt, and he never looked back. So I don't think he takes Dak. No, it's not. He's not taking Dak's spot for sure.
No, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying, because Dak was like Heisman Trophy candidate, Mississippi State, like this dude, James Madison University or whatever.
For sure, I never heard this dude before last week. But yeah, totally different. But like I said, man, you never know. Dudes get their opportunity. Look at Brady was a 6th rounder. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just hope he doesn't get beat up or concussed or anything, because then we got they signed Cooper Rush again, which Cowboys fans may or may not know. Cooper Rush, you see him in like every other preseason. That's about it. He's terrible. And then Blake Bell, who's actually our tight end, who was the quarterback at Oklahoma, is our next backup. So we might, who knows? We got to go to the Belldozer if we have to.
Dude, for real. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I'm laughing at the whole Jets thing because they over here talking about or Trevor Lawrence talking about possibly going back to school for another year. I think he should just come out and just be like, I'm not signing with y'all. So y'all, if y'all got any sense, y'all should draft somebody else. I will not sign that contract.
You know, it's weird. I kind of have mixed feelings about those things when they happen, though, because it's like at the end of the day, like you should be honored to be drafted too. And like, how are you gonna say like you're not even a pro and you're gonna say you're already too good for a whole football team?
For sure.
Like it's kind of weird.
For sure.
Chill out, LeVar Ball, or what was it?
Right. And on top of that, too, there's no way in hell Gase still has a job after the end of the season. So, you know what I mean? Like, this team could look totally different next year. You know what I mean? So, he's got to come out. It's his time. He's got Heismans. He's got titles. You literally have absolutely no reason to come back next year unless you did something like promise your mom you're going to get your degree. So, aside from that, like, dog, it's time.
Yeah, are you gonna go from like number 1 overall projected to number 1 overall projected? Like,
yeah, for sure. Like, come get this money, because for all we know, the Jets could be number 1 pick next year too, and you just wasted a year of money. So,
facts.
Yeah, quit playing.
That's funny.
Quit playing. Come get this money.
Yeah. All right, one last.
Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, why are you going to spend another year in school when you're about to make millions? Like you said, like take that opportunity and run with it. Like, you're blessed to be drafted.
Anthony Weston said, what if they snag a college coach like Riley? So you never know, you know?
Exactly. And that's a huge offensive genius too, man. So it's just bread and butter.
What do you got on this one? The Monday night Tampa Bay Bucks at the New York Giants.
Oh, they should flex this game too. I'm not sure who they're gonna fill in for it, but yeah, they should flex this game too. Bucks all the way. You know what's funny? I should watch my mouth a little bit. The Giants defense is actually not that bad. They definitely been keeping them in games. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the Bucks are just going to run all over with this one. They're gonna have their way with the Giants, I think. Defense is stout, offense is stout. Gronk and Brady have been looking like Gronk and Brady from New England. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look really, really good.
For sure.
The Bucks for sure.
All right, that's what's up.
Yes, sir.
So we did the run through. Oh, Angel Press brings up a good point. He says being on the roster 3 years gets you retirement benefits from the NFL. It's like that right there is what you need, that pension.
Yeah.
Really? 3 years?
But the NFLPA has been doing a lot for changing and
players
for sure, because and more they're learning about CT and all that stuff.
They got us slaving in these 9-to-5s for 40 years.
Yeah.
All right.
Man.
So one last question before we wrap up, though. I'm glad we got the chance to be together to get all of our picks for now. So we got we're going to go back to the Halloween theme. One last question. So let me know in the chat, and you guys, I want to know, are you dressing up for Halloween this year, or what costume might you wear, or what's your favorite costume you ever had? Like, what you ever wore for Halloween?
Yes, I am dressing up. And if you all know my best friend, Jesse, who pops in on here quite often.
Jesse, yeah.
We are doing a couple's dress up. But I cannot disclose what it is yet. Like,
okay. That's okay. Okay. I get it. You want to be, you want there to be the surprise factor.
Wow factor. So yeah, that one's gonna be pretty fun. I'm excited to talk about it on Tuesday. I'm definitely gonna put pictures up, so y'all will definitely see that, and we can put it on here. The best costume I've ever had. I love Halloween, y'all. I've had some awesome costumes. I did Selena one year. That one got a lot of attention. Like, I got off at a grocery store and people wanted to take pictures and stuff with me.
That's what's up.
That one was fun. Last year I did a peacock and a devil with a money gun. The money gun, I put real money in it, and that was a lot of fun.
She's out there making it rain. I remember this last year.
And we did couples too. Jesse was an angel and I was a devil. So it was fun.
Makes sense.
100%, right? 100%.
Might have been on the left shoulder and shit.
One year I did the guy from Saw.
Oh, the Pennywise? Or not Penny?
No. The Game Master, I can't remember his name.
Yeah. He's got the little circles.
Yes. So my kids had like a 4x4 tricycle.
Okay.
It had like big wheels on it, and it could hold me. And my neighborhood gets crunk with kids for Halloween. So I just put on like a black suit and I painted my face white with the little circles, and I would ride on my neighborhood, and like the kids would scatter.
I would have too. I'd be like, I don't know about that.
Oh, quit playing. Quit playing.
So yeah, I'm excited.
Chicks, thank you.
Good looking out, Anthony. Good luck.
He got all the movie things though. And Anthony, by the way, when I posted this thing, I hope he got the tie-in that we put in there for his name and everything like that. That's what's up. But
y'all dressing up?
So actually, I was gonna go next. My favorite costume that I think I've ever dressed up in was like, it was kind of like a tribute costume. Last year around this time, we lost John Witherspoon, Pops. So I dressed up as John Witherspoon for Halloween last year. That was a fun one.
That's right.
Yeah, that was a cool one. I was doing all these like Friday quotes and all this other stuff. So that was actually really fun. I was gonna dress up. Me and my boo were gonna dress up this year. I don't know if y'all watched the Chappelle Show. If y'all remember the Player Haters Ball.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's one of our favorite skits of all time. So me, him, and we were gonna try and get a couple other people dressed up as some of the player haters.
Yeah.
Like Buck Nasty and you know what I'm saying, all them dudes or whatever. Yeah, and just walk around just talking trash. Yeah, dog, just walk around talking trash all night. But with COVID, but with COVID, kind of like put a damper in things a little bit. He's not really too big on like group gatherings too much right now, so that kind of put a damper in it. Maybe next year. And then my kid's mom, she has the kids this year for Halloween. So I don't know. I'm probably not going to dress up this year, but I think my favorite one so far.
Drizzy. Like I throw a Halloween party every year, and when it's COVID and my kids are with their dad, I'm like,
for sure. Exactly. So I'm like all this split holiday stuff, you know what I mean? But I'll get them next year. Should be cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know, whatever. It's
Brother
kind of a weird year.
Yeah, it is. Brother X says he doesn't participate, but he's not exposed to getting some candy at the store the day after.
You know what I'm saying? Off that 75% rack, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I think they already got it on sale at Walgreens like the day of, or like even the day before. But
pretty much.
I have to say, me though, my favorite costume. My mom made me a robot costume one time, like a homemade robot costume out of like a box and stuff, and I won a contest, like I won a prize or something. So that was probably my favorite. She has a picture of it. It looks pretty dope. So, but I'm not gonna dress up this year. I don't think I will. But I do have like a costume that I can always throw on. It's like a beast. It looks like the Beauty and the Beast, and it has like a little head thing. So that's one I usually just keep handy in case I need to pop up at a party. You know what I'm saying?
No, one of my favorite ones I think that you did was you and Anthony. That one year y'all were nuns from.
We did How High.
Yeah, How High.
We did Silas and Silas and Jamal.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
How High. That was a good one. That was
a good one.
That was when you had the party. You had the party.
Yeah. I threw the party that year. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
That's my boy. Let me get two in the Yahoo Pick'ems. That's winning.
I know.
And then I went for as Method Man and Redman from How High. That was a fun one. That's true. I almost forgot about that one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Grace says dressing up favors been Chucky and Reagan from The Exorcist. Oh yeah, Grace does some scary stuff though. Grace's are a little bit too scary for me. I did see one time though, this kid down the street from me that we live where I'm at now is like he dressed up as Chucky, but he was like a little toddler. Like he was like barely walking, and they had him, and he looked like the size of Chucky. I was nervous, man. I was like, "Don't come over here!" Like it made me nervous.
Yeah, Anthony said he dressed up as Michael Jackson like 4 different times, 4 different costumes. That makes sense.
Oh dang, that's tight. That's what's up. You're gonna have to do a little collage of those so we can check them all out. So was it different videos? Was it like you did like Remember the Time, Michael, and then you did like Smooth Criminal, Michael? You know what I'm saying? Beat It, Michael.
Thriller, Michael.
We need a
PYT, Michael.
Right, exactly. We need is it different generations? Carmen San Diego says Laura Croft this year. That's what's up. That's a cool one for sure.
That's gonna be a good one.
We'll be checking that out.
That's a good one.
And then
I did superheroes. That was fun.
Yeah.
Marvel superheroes.
Man, if I could do if I could ever do a Thanos, like a real Thanos, that would be tight. Like it would have to be so legit though. So, all right, one last little sports thing too though. Houston hired a coach. We didn't talk about that yet right? We haven't been together yet, have we?
have not.
No.
We talked about it in our chat. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? I don't really know.
I don't really know either.
We mentioned this. You know, we talked about
Whoa, we're going
that a
crazy.
lot of these. What's that? Man, it's close. I'm saying. We talked about this a little bit. That we thought that some of these hirings were going to be some kind of like some possibilities of seeing some new coaches getting hired, just because there aren't a lot of coaching jobs out there right now, and it seems like a lot of these coaches, assistant wise, are going to stick around with their current jobs. So I'm actually not that surprised, but I'm curious to see what he's going to do.
Right.
I'm curious to see what he's going to do.
And
I agree with that. Like he's been an assistant coach with the Dallas Mavericks. That's great. The one thing I am excited about is the fact that they're giving a young brother, a rookie coach, a great team.
Yeah.
That hardly ever happens in the NBA. So I'm excited to see that. I don't know much about him other than he's coming from the Dallas Mavericks. I don't know much about his resume. I just want to know how he's going to coach James Harden. I think James Harden is probably a tougher player to coach, especially because he likes certain things his way. But I'm interested to
he did Chris Paul.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what philosophy he comes with to the Rockets, just because the Mavericks have Luka. Like, how are you going to play off the pick and rolls for James Harden? So I'm excited to see what he does. I want to see what they do with the GM position and how all that frames together. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, I don't know much about him, but I want to see what he's going to do with the team.
Yeah. I actually heard, Morey did go to Philly. Kind of like Robert said, I'm interested too to see what he's gonna do with James Harden. I feel honestly like as good as James Harden is, I feel like D'Antoni kind of ruined him a little bit, to the extent of he allowed James Harden to take so many shots a game, to score so many points, to do all the things he's gonna do, that now James Harden has it in his head that I gotta put up.
That's the only way to be successful.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that, and I think what that Rockets team has needed all along is real structure. Then they didn't really have it. That 7-second offense thing, like Kobe said, like it's never going to win a championship. You know what I mean? And James Harden is just offensively talented enough to run it. But hopefully he allows this coach to come with an open mind, like, hi, bro, look, you're not going to take 28, 30 shots a game anymore. Like, I don't want you to have to score 37 for our team to be successful. I want you to put up like 25 and the rest of our team to be successful too, because when he's not scoring, you know what I'm saying? Like the team just looks so flat, and they got to change some things up. So hopefully he comes in with an open mind and they can kind of change the culture of that team a little bit. Because in my opinion, they're a good team, but they're not a great team. And to be a great team, they got to make some changes.
I was kind of chuckling over here, like the 76ers, like our boy J. Cole said, the 76ers ruined Markelle Fultz's shot. And on this end, with the Houston Rockets, they've given him way too much opportunity to take too many shots, that he almost feels entitled that he has to take them. So, yeah, interesting points, Strizzy. I definitely think if they get that structure, if they're able to work around James Harden, if they're able to incorporate other players, if they're able to change the lineup, the roster, incorporate away from small ball like they had, I'm interested to see what the Rockets are going to do. Being from Texas, that's the team I root for. So I'm hoping for some change.
Yeah. There's some good stuff going in the chat too. Anthony we mentioned earlier, Morey went to Philly, which is interesting. I don't know what that means for Elton Brand as much. I mean, Elton Brand, he got an extension to be the GM, but Morey's like the president. I don't know if he's going to have more power or less. But he says, would you Ben Simmons and picks for Harden? I don't know if there'd be enough, and potentially pair Harden and Embiid. I don't know if they would be able to get that done, but maybe Morey could reach back in and get Harden. He did say in his exit statement that Harden changed his life, so that's very interesting. Angel says Harden could be traded, but financially would be difficult to maneuver.
I don't think it would work with James Harden. James Harden is the man in Houston.
He'd be the man in Philly though too.
Like they have James Harden Day in Houston now. Like the city shuts down and does like a James Harden Day.
That's not official. That's just ran by all the strip clubs that he sponsored through the years. That's not an official holiday.
Listen here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think James Harden is going anywhere.
Gotcha.
He's not. I definitely think he is the franchise. I don't think the Rockets will release him to go anywhere. They won't trade for him. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I can't remember how many years he has left on his contract, on his deal, but I don't know. Like, I feel like at this point in time, no matter where James Harden goes, if he does ever leave Houston, that he wouldn't necessarily be like the man. Like, I could see him teaming up with somebody and that could actually really help, like really benefit him. And as much as I love Russell Westbrook, I think it just showed that it didn't really work between the two this year. You know what I mean? Unfortunately.
What about this? Oh, no, I want to say, what about this other rumor that your uncle brought up?
Yeah. I actually saw this too. I saw that.
That'll be bananas.
But my question is, would it be Antetokounmpo, Doncic, and
Unicorn? He's in the trade. He was talked about being
back. Okay.
Yeah, he was talking about trade rumors. Yeah. So, which I'm sorry, you take Giannis over the Unicorn all day.
Kristaps, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember his name.
Same. Porzy. But yeah, man, it just, I don't know. I think there's a lot of changes that could be made. I don't know. I don't even know if James Harden is 100% like how he feels. You know what I mean? James Harden doesn't talk a lot. You know what I mean? He doesn't talk about his contract, what he wants to do, what he thinks he wants to do. Like, you don't see him talk too much. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I'd be interested to see kind of how he feels. Like, if the new coach comes in and they take a step backwards, like, how does he feel going forward?
I don't know, but he's not at that LeBron level where he can just coach the team himself. So
no, for sure. I agree.
I don't know, but all right, that's what's up though. I appreciate the SLACers bringing up some of those things. That was really good. I appreciate everybody participating with their Halloween costumes and stuff like that. It's a great conversation. And of course, we got those picks locked in on Yahoo and about 30 minutes to a kickoff. So
I gotta go pick mine because I keep missing the first deadline.
Yeah, you better get on it. I think the deadline's in like 20 minutes. So
something like that. Yeah.
I'm still rolling with y'all, and I keep missing these first game picks.
Yeah. It's because we keep missing the Thursday pick. That's why.
It's like I'd be better off just probably not putting it in.
I'm telling you.
Oh man, I think Golden State will be strong next year. That's another one. Yeah, we've been saying people have been speaking on them. Yeah. But we'll probably be back with more NBA stuff, NFL talk on Tuesday after this big weekend. And definitely there's going to be NBA rumors flying because the draft is coming up and then supposed start. So it's going to be a lot of movement real quick. And they still haven't even set a deadline for when free agency will start. So we'll be watching very, very closely. But anything else you guys want to shout out before we log off?
No. We had a lot of back and forth on this show. Like so many splits on these
Yeah,
games.
It's gonna be an interesting week on the pick'em.
It's gonna be a great week on pick'em. I'm like, y'all go pick'em. Like I need to make some moves.
Right.
Good. I hope y'all lose.
Yeah, absolutely. All right then. Well, that was our week 8 picks. My name is A-Dub signing off for Say Like a Champ.
It's your boy Strizzy. Let's go Panthers. Let's get it.
It's your girl Myra May.
And for super producer Marcus, Wakanda forever.
West Coast.